How you pronounce this place?
Annapurna. Annapurna.
We call it Annapurna. Mango lassi, fire. Make sure you cop that if you come here. Shelly usually get the grilled cheese, and I just copied her and got the grilled cheese too. I usually know I never actually ordered it before, so I tried it from her before, and it's actually pretty good. So pretty delicioso. Food was good. I wasn't that hungry, you know. I left some food left over, but the food was good though. Thank you guys for tuning in to another video. Today's video is gonna be, I think, something that's really important. You know, health. You know, health is a very important thing for anyone in their life and stuff like that. And there's some changes Shelly and I made a long time ago, and we just been living with it. And we just want to kind of discuss it and make an update video about what it's like to be vegan. Like, you probably see it in the title already, and you click this because maybe you're thinking about being vegan, or maybe you're already vegan, or maybe you're like something else and that's the next step. Cause that's kind of like what we did. It's been it'll be a year for Shelly next month, and it'll be a year for me. Next month is October, right? So I think it'll be a year for me in November, because we both started being vegan at the same time, and then I had something dairy like 3 weeks later, so I had to start over. But it's pretty much about to be a year for both of us though.
Ready.
Oh, I have a mobile order from Michelle.
What was the name?
Michelle?
Okay. Actually, I'm so sorry. We're out of the little white cheddar hippies. We don't have a lot of chips right now. We only have our buttered popcorn if you want to do that instead, or we could do a different food item for you.
Do you have any fruit pouches?
Any what?
Fruit pouches?
Yeah, we have like the applesauce pouches.
When do that?
Oh, let me make sure.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I'm so sorry. We're out of those ones.
Oh.
I can just refund you if you guys don't want to do anything else.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, we'll see you at the window.
All right, thank you. We're at Starbucks because of one over here.
Only me?
We're actually gonna go to another Target. We're gonna go to that's another place that Shelly loves to go. But we're gonna go to another Starbucks because this one didn't have like 85% of what we came to get.
So this is a chai latte, and it's made with oat milk. And with me, I have to figure out like what the syrups are made of, because a lot of the Starbucks syrups are not vegan and they actually contain dairy or they contain gluten. Like, for example, like I can't have the pumpkin spice, even though I used to love it. I can't have it because it has dairy, so I have to like make my own. And then like Kimi, like his drink is a cinnamon dulce, and so with that I had to make sure like it's dairy free, it's vegan. So we can get stuff from Starbucks, and he usually gets he'll show you the white cheddar.
Yeah, I get the chip actually. So this is what I get from Starbucks. This is a vegan drink you can make. Shelly put me on. She's the Starbucks queen. I'm not like a coffee head at all, but if I do get anything from there, this is the only thing I get pretty much. This or a strawberry refresher or a dragon fruit refresher.
The weight that I'm at now, I was this weight in high school, and when I got sick, my weight was like fluctuating a lot because I was allergic to a lot of the foods and I was on medicine and stuff. So, but now like being vegan, we've definitely like, I feel like I've noticed that we've been snacking a lot more. So like this is another one, and it's Skinny Pop. And so it's vegan, it's gluten-free, it's also kosher. And so this is like a safe food, I call it. Like a safe snack, so I eat this like all the time. It's dairy-free, it's nut-free. And then there's no flavors, because a lot of the natural flavors too will have the stuff you're not supposed to have.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, vegan really, from what I've noticed, it allows you to eat at home more. I mean, it forces you to eat at home more because not a lot of options.
Hi, thank you for choosing our Starbucks. How may I help you today?
I have a mobile order for Michelle.
For Michelle?
Mhm.
Awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and gather that, and then we'll see you up here.
All right, thank you. I don't know if I threw him off or what. He's like, I'm gonna go gather that.
We went to Starbucks twice today.
Yeah, because like I said, the first one we went to, you guys saw that they didn't have the chickpea chips that we're about to get right now.
That's one thing too with being vegan is that even though your choices are kind of limited, you just have to be careful because, for example, like the Starbucks we went to didn't have something that we wanted or we needed, and so we do have to go to another one. We can't just say, okay, let me get this, let me just get a sandwich. Like with us, it does take more planning. I mean, I do sometimes will have the coconut milk from Starbucks if the oat milk is not available. It's not my first choice, but it's there. But for example, like if there's no fruit pouches or if there's no like chips or anything like that, we're just gonna have to get a refund. Like you can't just like substitute it out.
Yeah, it's a strict diet, and
So
like I said, what I noticed is that there's not a lot of options, but there's a lot of options at the same time. It's like some people think that, oh, they can't be vegan because what am I gonna eat? You know, like there's so many things to eat. Definitely so many things to eat. But we do go out to eat less, especially like fast food. Like we don't eat no fast food. We're less likely to go to even, because like you know how these fast food now have like Beyond Meat, whatever. Like Burger King have that Beyond Impossible Burger and stuff like that. Like we still less likely to even eat stuff like that. You know, we usually go to restaurants that's mostly just only maybe fully vegan, or it's vegetarian and vegan, or you know, like places like that, because
that's a very important point, because when we go out to try a different restaurant, it does take a lot of research. We need to find out well, especially for me, like what type of oils that they cook with, what is the cross-contamination, what is your allergy policy. So whenever we go to a restaurant, because I have a little medicine bag with all my stuff, but I have to carry like my cards, and I kind of give them to the cooks, and I talk to the cooks, like even for like our honeymoon and our wedding, everything. I give this to them to make sure like I don't get sick, and it shows like the things that I'm not able to have. So it takes a lot of research. I think that we found comfort in a couple of vegan oriented restaurants.
Yeah, we got some spots that's our spots, you know.
Yeah, like
we'll go to.
We go to like the Acre, we go to Annapurna's, and then we also do Grassburger. I would say that that's our fast food, but it's not really fast food.
They cook it as soon as you order, they cook it there. It's not like.
And that family, the way that they their come up, they are a food allergy family. One of their daughters has the same disease I do, and the rest of them have food allergies. So they cook with sunflower oil. They take cross-contamination very seriously. So, you know, obviously it's always a risk when I go out to eat, but I just make sure that I communicate and I talk to them about, you know, my concerns. And I've had really good experiences. I haven't had any situations where I've been at a restaurant and I'm like, oh snap, like I'm getting sick, I have to go to the hospital right now. So that's good. What about traveling as a vegan? I feel like sometimes it's kind of hard. Like we've had a couple of trips recently, and we have a trip coming up, and
well, in the airport, what we're getting from Starbucks now is what we usually get. I think that's like our only go-to, because airports, when we went to Texas, you guys remember that vlog, I'll put the link above my head. The airport didn't really have that much options. Like I think we had Starbucks in the airport, and that was it. I mean, where we stayed, there was a restaurant that had vegan options, that made vegan food, so we were able to get food. But in the airport itself, I think we only could rely on Starbucks, and that was it, I think. But I don't know, I just feel like when you're vegan too, when you go anywhere, you like we went to a car show, and it was in Narnia somewhere, and they're not gonna have no vegan or nothing out there. Like this is like very rural.
So we brought our own stuff,
and we pack our own snacks and stuff. So that's how it's kind of how it is when we're traveling. If we're going out, if we're staying in New Mexico, but we're going like, you know, northern New Mexico, southern New Mexico, whatever, we're gonna pack our own little stuff just in case there's nothing there that we can eat. So that's kind of how we're gonna have to do it. But what Shelly was explaining earlier, that her case is a little bit different. She's not just vegan. She can't have soy. The oil that they use to cook food, she have to make sure it's not something she can't have. It's very strict. So
Bag acquired.
yeah, that's what I usually eat from Starbucks, is those chickpea chips.
Oh, it's upside
It's
down.
upside.
Take two. Yeah, traveling is definitely, it's always, I wouldn't say it's really a challenge. I think it's easier now,
Yeah.
but it's still a challenge. So, for example, I am able to, because of my diagnosis, I have my stuff, my paper, whatever the case is, I can bring like fruit pouches. It's just when I'm traveling like overseas or somewhere far, it depends on the airport if they will allow you to, because it counts as baby food, right? But if you have what is it, not exemption, but if you have paperwork from your doctor to show that this is what the person can have, then you're able to have that. So that's been helpful too, just to have those fruit pouches and those airport snacks. I think Starbucks is a good vegan option. Chipotle is another good vegan option. We haven't had Chipotle in a while because I don't know, there's always something weird happening with Chipotle. And
I don't know,
get
I'm tired of
scared.
Chipotle. So I had it when I was in New York, and they first brought it to New York, or when they opened up the first one. It was a big deal. Everybody was going there, so I was there eating it all the time, and then I got tired. When I moved here, before I moved here with Shelly, I was already tired of it, so I'm not a big Chipotle fan.
And I think for me, because I really didn't go with the whole like Chipotle wave, but it really is a good vegan gluten-free option. And then they cook with like the oils that I can have, but there's always illnesses happening in Chipotle, and I would rather play it safe and not eat than go somewhere where there's, you know what I mean? Like, once again, wherever you go to eat, there's always that potential
risk, yeah.
and that risk, but you just have to be careful. Like, don't feel like you're annoying anyone. You have a right to ask what is in something, because that, for me, that's something that I've learned being vegan, and also just like having an autoimmune disease, is like, you have a right to ask what's in your food. You have a right to say what ingredients are in here, because at the end of the day, like, it could make you sick, or you just have to be very safe. So I would definitely do lots of research, ask lots of questions when it comes to traveling or going anywhere or trying different restaurants, because you just want to make sure that you're okay.
All right, so we're gonna hit the gym real fast, get a nice little workout, and then we're gonna pick this video back up at the casa. So next month, at the end of the video, to sum everything up and break everything down, Shelly and I, reasons is why we started to be vegan, and since we went down this path, we don't see ourselves going back. I don't like miss chicken, miss ham, and beef, but I don't smell that stuff either, and feel disgusted. Like, oh my god, I'm gonna throw up. Like, it's whatever. Like, if I smell it like outside, it makes me want to go eat my stuff. Like my vegan food. It don't make me want to go eat. Like, I don't miss it. I don't miss its meat and all that stuff. And same thing with Shelly as well. We kind of want to make a video just to let you guys know if you're thinking about being vegan, or let's say you live somewhere like New Mexico, where it's not a big city like New York and California and Texas, or like Oregon, where there's like vegan places everywhere. No matter where you live, you can do it, and I feel like you'll be good. Like I said, you're most likely gonna make more food at home, but more places are slowly making vegan options, or there's like more dedicated vegan places. Like here in New Mexico, we've been just discovering a lot more places, but we'll get into more of it in the future and more videos. We kind of just want to make this one to kind of give you guys a reason why we did it, and how it's been so far, and how we feel, and and I may make another video talking about how my body feel, what happened with myself, my mental, spiritually, physically, everything, like what changed when I stopped eating meat to sticking to a vegan diet. So Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, drop a comment below. I'm gonna make more videos in the future explaining this diet, this lifestyle. You know, it's really a lifestyle. So Shelly's here. Made her first, not her first TikTok, but she made her first TikTok a few days ago, and she just can't stop. What number is this one?
6.
The 6 TikTok video. Actually, what is your TikTok to follow you?
Michelle Alpina.